let's talk about Kai Kara-France versus Amir Albazi. With Kai Kara-France in this fight, on paper, it definitely isn't the most favorable, but it's not like Kai hasn't faced competition like this before and succeeded. Gathering some thoughts from past Kara-France fights, especially going against high-level grapplers, he seems to get himself in most trouble when he finds himself getting backed up past the black line, because that tells the grapplers to shoot Kai into the fence, and Kai has a bad habit of giving up his back in that position, so one of my main focuses for Kai for my money is going to be his footwork, entries, and exits. If he could find himself on the front foot, I feel that could be more beneficial for him, being able to see the takedowns coming better, and that's also where Kai does his best work. But I feel he could even thrive on the back foot, circling towards his back leg, cutting Amir off with kicks, and looking to pull Albazi onto his range to set up that right hand. And that brings me into my next point, and that's the kicks of Kai. There's no logical MMA fan on the planet that questions Kai's kickboxing skills, but as a kickboxer, I feel like he doesn't kick as much as I would like, where he focuses more on the hands, but for good reason, having dynamite in both hands. But I feel the kicks of Kai would be really beneficial for him in this fight, where Amir tends to get a bit heavy in the lead leg, having that wrestling heavy approach, so it'll make him a bit hesitant to plant for a takedown or a power shot. With Amir Albazi, regardless of weight class, for my money anyways, he's one of the best modern era mixed martial artists, where he's comfortable no matter where the fight goes. So with that said, I feel like his number one key in this fight would be mixing up the combinations and punch count while blending in the wrestling. While it's on the feet, I feel the forward pressure, consistent pace, and circling away from the right hand is important for Albazi, where he can back Kai up with 2-3 punches and finish with kicks, because Kai likes to implement that high guard as he's going back, or use one of his best setups in the right hand left hook into the shot. Being on the front foot is pretty important for Albazi because it allows him to open up his full arsenal, whether it be to build off of combinations or striking into takedowns, and it also helps him see the attacks of Kai coming easier, but even if he is on the back foot, the way Kai bridges the gap leaves openings for Albazi to hit that reactive takedown. I've seen bits of Albazi's film where I can see Kai landing that looping right hand around the guard, but I think Albazi's going to be comfortable on the feet, and right where he gets that bit of respect is where I feel he's going to start mixing in the wrestling, and that's where I feel Askarov lacked. He had the wrestling threat, but he didn't really have the hands to back it up. Overall, I think this is going to be a really interesting fight start to finish. I think the first 2.5 rounds will probably determine who's going to win the fight, because neither guy has a tremendous amount of 5-round experience, so it's tough to say who's going to thrive after that point. I feel like this could be a statement-making performance for Kai, saying, I'm still here guys, but I'm going to be rolling with Albazi. Let me know who you guys are taking in the comments below.